Hello and welcome to the next part of Parfum Nostalgique. Last time things happened. Donna basically committed suicide. Yay! We are still dealing a little with the fallout over it. But hey, Lupin is thinking about becoming a vampire and continuing living, which is great. There's still a mess of emotions everywhere though, so let's see how this story shall end now. I'm sorry, I had to cancel so abruptly last weekend. And I'm sorry I can't stay long. My friend is very sick, so I'm going to go see him. It's okay. Thank you. You look a little off today, Val. I know. I look like I've been hit by a truck. Are you feeling alright? Not really. I just haven't been sleeping well, that's all. I can tell. You're awake while it's so light out. Aren't you supposed to be asleep right about now? We live in the city that never sleeps, don't we? As a foreigner when in Rome. So you just haven't been sleeping? To make a long story short? No, not recently. Yay. God almighty. Take your vitamins, eat your veggies, go to bed at a reasonable bedtime, Valdemar Ederson really fall so far? Say it ain't so. Your head really must not be screwed on right. It's a shame. I could have cured you. But you chose not to partake in the miracle medicine that is my legendary jelly donut. On the weekend of a full moon, no less. Please forgive me. I really didn't mean to let you down. For real though, it's okay. It seems like you have a lot going on right now. I do. Do you want to talk about it? Tiff, my dear, though I appreciate you asking, I would rather die. But if it makes you feel better, just being in your room feels as though I'm worlds away from any of my problems. I know how you feel. How can you be sad in a room that is so pink? You know, my mom found some old pictures of me recently from high school where my dark circles were almost as big as yours. I was like, damn, was I really up studying that late? Until I remembered the real reason why I looked so tired. What was it? When I was a teenager, I was pretty bummed that I couldn't be a vampire, and my mom wouldn't let me be goth, so I thought, well, I can still make people think I'm a vampire in other ways. So I got it in my head that I was gonna become nocturnal. Oh no. But didn't you have to go to school? How did you expect to get any sleep during the day? Oh yeah, that was a huge problem with it. Started doing it during the summer, not realizing that school was gonna come along and mess things up. I tried to keep it up, but got detention for sleeping in class, and my mom took my games away, so I stopped. You wanted to be a vampire that bad? I wanted to be a vampire so bad, Val, it's insane. Would you still want to be a vampire? Well, yeah, duh. Duh? Yeah, it's a no-brainer. You get to live forever, you never get sick, you never look old, and you look sexy and hot all the time. Who wouldn't want to be a vampire? Interesting. Tiff, dear. Yes? You love vampire movies. And books and games and manga. Oh, of course. Let me ask you something. Is any of the things you like, can you name an instance where any of that turned out to be as great as it seemed? No, but I'm built different. I'm not as dramatic as them. If I start to regret becoming a vampire, all I'd have to do is look back at how much I spent on medical bills and then I'd probably be fine. Interesting.
Not even living forever scares you?
Not really. Because like in a billion years, when the world ends and everyone dies, it's gonna be me and a bunch of other vampires just chilling.
You wouldn't be chilling, you'd be hungry. So hungry, you would be ripping each other apart.
Yeah, but at that point, if I die, I die. And then, when the sun explodes and the earth is blown into a gazillion pieces, let's be real, I'm probably not gonna make it. It sounds like it would be a horrible way to die, but it's a small price to pay for being hot and sexy until the end of time. You are very positive about this. Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
You are looking at me like you are really sad or something. Did I say something wrong?
Oh, no. Actually, I was just going to say, you are my favorite type of person.
Really?
Yes. I wish I could think like you. My head is so crowded that it feels like any more thoughts will make it burst.
Have you tried weed? Or like shrooms? Wait, what am I saying? You're a therapist. Can't you get like meds?
No. It's going to take a whole lot more than that to fix me.
Are you sure about that? Because for me at least, a fair enough blunt and some Eddie could turn me Catholic with a day job.
Okay. You're too much, dear. Believe me, if there were any drugs that worked that kind of miracle on me, I would probably have tried them already.
Are you on any medication at all? Or are you just waking up and...
I dabble. I'm not often impressed, but I dabble.
My friend uses mushrooms and says they're really good for anxiety. Have you tried some of those?
Yes, I am familiar with them. I've had some strange hallucinations on them.
Good strange or bad strange?
Some were pleasant, but most were scary enough that I prefer not to do mushrooms at all anymore.
What did you see that was so scary?
I saw my mother.
Oh, damn, that's relatable. If I saw my mama while I was tripping, I'd be running for my life.
It isn't that my mother was scary, it was that I was seeing... It was what I was seeing that frightened me so much. Suddenly I'd be back in my mother's room, a child again, trying on her earrings and her hats. Everything was so vivid, even the smell of her perfume was there. And Mama would be there, lying in bed. She had fallen out of a window when I was very small, and since then she was never quite well. And so I always remember spending the most time with her when she was in bed. We would talk about what felt like hours. It was like she was really speaking to me. I was really convinced for a while there. Until finally she said, "Walde, go live your life. You have a coupon for a tub of frozen cream puffs from the store." That's when I knew. It's just me, missing my mom, craving cream puffs.
So, did you get the cream puffs?
I did. The coupon was 2 for 1, so I got 2 tubs of cream puffs. I ate a whole tub in one night and then I gave the other one to a little old lady down the street. If I couldn't share it with my mama, I wanted to at least share it with someone's mama.
Aw, that's actually really sweet. I hope she liked them. Gosh, a whole tub of cream puffs in one sitting though.
That's more than you eat in an entire day.
That's what I was gonna say. Though, if you ever wanted to get me a whole tub of cream puffs, I can't promise I won't do the same thing.
That reminds me, have you eaten today, dear?
Yes.
Good, what have you eaten?
I had cup ramen and some iced tea with aloe vera.
And it is now what time? Almost 6 p.m.?
Girl, you need to eat more.
Okay. Did you eat the vegetables in the cup ramen?
Yes, sir.
Good. And aloe vera is good for your digestion. I'm going to leave you so you can order something for yourself to eat. Preferably something with protein and more than 3 whole freeze-dried peas in it. Do you understand, Miss Tiff?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Take care, my dear. And take your vitamins.
Yes, sir.
Like a mom.
An ear for an ear.
Hey.
Oh?
A present for you. Keep it nice and cold. That's blood, right? Of course it's blood. Yes. Is this considered a lot of blood? Not really. I drink about 1 of these a day. Every day? Every day. You get used to it, it's just like drinking water. You look troubled. Yeah, a little bit. I know you say I have nothing to worry about, but... No, I understand. I said there's nothing to worry about, but there are very much things to worry about. Did you talk to Kenny? Yeah, I did. He's funny. Not exactly the best at inspiring trust either, I know. Did you meet his wife? She wasn't there. He said she was at a buffet. Oh, Jesus. He's been going around all-you-can-eat buffets and seeing how much crab legs she can take before they kick her out. So you mean it was an actual buffet? I thought it was some kind of vampire blood fest thing. No. That would sure be something, wouldn't it? They're old. The thrill of the hunt no longer amuses them. If they're drinking blood, it's in the comfort of their own home in front of the television. Lord knows they have plenty of it. Yeah, about that. Be real with me, Val. Where does all the blood come from? Where the hell do they get all that blood without doing something illegal? Willing participants. Yeah, but how do you know that? Where do they even find these people? There's more of them than you would think. Most of the blood they get is from human family and friends of vampires who have died or gone away for whatever reason. The rest of it? Internet forums, most likely. At least that's where I find them. That's kinda insane. Well, they do get paid. Really? Okay, that I could see attracting some attention. Did you really think they got all of that blood for free? Well, what do I know? I thought it worked like a blood drive or something. You really expected Ken to tell you all of this? I mean, I asked him where the blood came from, but he just said don't worry about it and gave me a wink. Oh. You made these people sound like they had the answers to the universe. They're in there somewhere, I promise. You can trust that man with your life. However, trusting him to have a single intelligent thought in his brain is a completely different thing. Got it. Well, yeah, I suppose. He's like Lucy. Nothing upstairs but plenty of heart. How mean. A little bit, but Ken doesn't seem to have much of a heart either sometimes. I don't know what he has, to be frank with you. All I know is you can rely on him, and so can you. You may not know him well yet, but he would die for you or more likely kill for you. Please do not make him do either of those things. That is all I ask. He seems like a fun guy, he's just hard to read. Really? Well, I guess I'm used to him. Getting a read on him is easy for me, but for someone like you, he speaks in two truths and a lie. But I digress. In any case, I don't want you to worry about getting blood. You're in the biggest city in the world. The resource centers here probably have enough blood to drown at least one elephant per day. That's exactly what Kenny said. Enough blood to drown at least one elephant a day. And then you wouldn't tell me where any of it came from? Of course you wouldn't. I'm afraid that one day, if I can get enough for some reason. You don't have to skirt around it. You're afraid of hurting someone. Right. All of us are. That's why we keep each other fed. Getting blood nowadays is easy, like buying a flat of water bottles from the store. 100 years ago, that wasn't the case. People like Kenny and Toulouse built places like Claire de Lune with the hope that people like you wouldn't have to go through the hunger they did. As sketchy as it all may seem, you are in good hands. They really do have a good system on it. I wouldn't want to be a vampire in the old days. It just takes some getting used to, that's all. It's pretty cool the way they can run something like that. I can respect that. Weird dude though. Definitely, definitely. His wife is even worse, if you can imagine it. I kinda can't. I can! I've seen her eat her own fingers before. That is a bit weird. Did they grow back? I mean, yeah, vampires heal, so... But... why? What? It's just something she does to scare people. If she wants someone to get away from her immediately, it's like an annoying customer or a man attempting to woo her. She'll start biting her fingers clean off and they'll be out of that store in seconds, if you can believe it. If you can believe it. Every time I start believing all this stuff is real, I learn some crazy shit like that and it feels like I'm in a fever dream. I really don't blame you. At this point, I'm just here for the show, man. If I get turned, I get turned. But if you bite me and I wake up, I won't be surprised. I see. I thought by laying it all out on the table for you, it would help to demystify it all, but it seems to have had the opposite effect. It's okay. At the end of the day, we're still doing this, so it doesn't really matter if I believe in it or not. By the end of the night, I'll know. I just hope I've given you enough time to think of such an important decision. I was not lucky enough to be given the choice myself. Oh yeah. By the way, how did you get turned? If you don't mind me asking, how did you get turned? I woke up in a ditch. Yeah? It was probably from someone I knew. I thought of a few suspects, but I never found out who it was. Whoever it was, they were looking out for me. They saved my life. I was very badly beaten. If they hadn't done something about it, I would have been left for dead. They left his body next to me, so I had something to save myself. I woke up, immediately sunk my teeth into him, drained him of all of his blood, and then realized, oh, that's strange. What did you do after that? Did you just go home? Oh no, I was too afraid to. My mother was there, my father was insufferable, my sister... God forbid I got hungry and she was the only one in my path. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. If you had the choice though, would you have chosen it? I don't know, it was a different time. I would not have liked to turn anyone back then. It was not a good experience. But I've lived too many years to remember them all. I can't tally up which ones I regret and which ones I don't. I suppose I could try, but it would be of no use to me. I'm still here though. That has to count for something. That's fair. You know, I don't know what to think of turning someone. Besides you now, Donna Marie is the only other one. I guess I must be pretty special then. Right time, right place, and right person. Now, if Ken wouldn't tell you where the blood comes from, what would he tell you? The basics, I guess? Don't go out in the sun. Here's what you can get at the resource center. He told me that garlic would give me the runs, which isn't very good news, but... I mean... At least you won't die from it. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. What else? We talked about vampire movies we liked for a little bit. Did you particularly like vampire music? Not particularly. Well, I love movies, but vampire movies or TV shows, I don't really seek them out. There's just so many that I end up watching them once in a while. Ah, I see. That's good, because they are about to become a lot less fun. In real life, there's no turning into bats, no poofing into mist, no super strength or super speed, no mind control. I mean, just because it's not real doesn't make it less fun. Of course, it just gets tiring when I can always tell a human is writing. But my subs like it when I act more like what they see in movies, so I watch it for them. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't grown fond of some of those films, but for most of them nowadays, I watch it all with a chaser. I don't have to think about it too much. What's your chaser? Trivia game shows? I guess you really are just an old man. That's precisely why I watched them. Sometimes I had enough being vampire all day. I just want to be an old man watching game shows on his couch. That makes sense. Even though I thought you weren't that much older than me, you still always felt like an old man. I don't know that many senior citizens who wear crop tops though. I do! Perhaps you'll join the club one day. There's the club. Could you imagine? Yes, the Senior Citizens in Crop Tops Club. You must be at least 65 years old and own at least one shirt that shows your belly button. We meet Thursdays and Saturdays to discuss top secret business. World domination, I'm sure. I'll put in a good word for you. If there's anything like the good word you put in for me at Claire de Lune, I'm sure it will be interesting. Alright then, what am I in for, Val? How are we doing this? Nothing too dramatic. You've had your fair share of blood tests, haven't you? Yeah, but none of them have to stick 2 needles in my neck. I don't have to either. It would be a little much, wouldn't it? But don't you have to bite me? Oh, I'm still going to bite you. It just doesn't have to be on your neck. It can be anywhere you want. I would suggest your arm, since that's where you would normally have blood drawn from. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Thanks. Of course. That's good to hear. It's not gonna be as weird as I thought it was then. I don't really know you like that, you know? It's a bit intimate now, biting someone's neck. That's usually what people like about the process. But we're not here for that. All it takes is a bite with intent. There's no need for theatrics. Just pretend I'm your phlebotomist. I can do that? I have a really good phlebotomist. Or I guess had. I usually went around the same time, so she was always the one working the lab. But I won't be going anymore after today, I guess. It almost makes me a little sad. I'm gonna miss her. Bring her some flowers from your garden, if you can stand to part with them. I should. It's almost fall though, I'm not gonna have that many flowers left soon. There's always next season. Yeah, but isn't it a little too long to wait? It would be weird to send her flowers out of nowhere like that. Maybe, but would it be any less out of the blue to send them now? That's true. I mean, if she knows that he's supposedly gonna die, then she might have some questions if he does it next year. And I know she's the type to appreciate gestures like that, so I'll just wait for next season. I've all the time in the world then, right? It's nice. I wasn't gonna buy new seeds for spring because I didn't know if I would still be up to it or if I'd still be here at all. But now I get to do that. That's really cool. I'm glad. Let's get this over with then, yeah? Let's. Interestingly clinical way of turning someone. Alright then, my dear, may I have your insurance information? My insurance? Yes, I'm trying to give you a realistic experience. Oh, well. I don't have it on me, but I think you have it in the system already. Ah, well, you're probably correct. Are you fasting for this blood test? Was I supposed to? No. It doesn't say so in your paperwork. You've been drinking a lot of water. I drank a ton of tea today. Good veins. Thank you. You've been poking around them for a while now. Relax your arm for me. Oh, sorry. Nothing to be sorry about. Well, my friend, I look forward to overseeing your eventual induction into the senior citizens in the Crop Tops Club. I'm sure you will become a great ally to our cause, which is top secret, as you know. Crop top secret, even. Ah. A little joke as distraction, eh? As a distraction, I see, I see.
Hey.
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 You good? You've been laying out here for a while.
I mean, I think I'm good.
Did it hurt?
No.
That's good. Am I bothering you? I can go back inside if you want.
No. You should stay.
So much voice acting.
You're not scared of me now, right?
No, I just don't know what to expect, I guess.
It's just me.
I know, but...
Same guy, I promise. Lay down.
Okay.
Should we have like a little party to celebrate Lupin being able to live very long now?
You're right. It is you. But your ears...
Oh yeah, they're just a little pointy, aren't they? Just a tiny bit.
Your ears!
Little pointy ears. My dear Valentine, may this portal transform you into one more dignified Bullius Caesar. Show your devotion through literary prowess, Oberon. Ah, I see. Ever the character, my angel.
The skies are painted with unnumbered sparks. They are all fire, and every one doth shine. But there's but one in all doth hold his place. So in the world 'tis furnished well with men, and men are flesh and blood and apprehensive. Yet in the number I do know but one, that unsaleable holds on his rank, unshaked of motion, and that I am he. Let me a little show it. even in this, that I was constant Simber should be banished, and constant to remain to keep him so. Oh, Caesar.
Hence wilt thou lift up Olympus.
Great, Caesar.
Doth not Brutus bootless kneel?
Speak. Hands for me.
They're having fun again.
You hesitate. We can't have that, my angel. If you don't finish the job, you're going to be in big trouble, won't you? So I'll help you. I'll make it easy on you. When you see me and you see your Valentine, your vampire, I'm sure it makes it harder for you to do this. So try to picture every wrinkle that could possibly live on the face of a 265-year-old man, and every strand of blonde hair turned white, brittle and thin, every sin I have committed, kicked like dirt in my pores. All the things you love about me. Peel them away, let them fall from my flesh like a snake shedding its skin. Look at me as nothing more than an old man, running from the Reaper. Does that make you more comfortable, my angel? You'd better hurry up then, if it's my time to go. I'd rather leave this place an ugly human than a pretty leech. So before the vision starts to fade, before you start to see your Valentine again, kill me.
My Valentine, please get up. Go home. Go home! Turn around and go straight home! Do you fucking understand me?
Is that not part of the performance anymore?
Leave! 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 Leave!
I don't think they're having fun anymore. Huh.
Hey, Barbie doll. By now you're probably on your way to see the girls, but maybe take a little detour, do some sightseeing. I know. Times Square on a Saturday sounds like hell on earth, but...
Cute.
You know, it's been a while. Believe it or not, a lot can change in a few decades. Maybe take a stroll through there. You might see something interesting. Just a suggestion. End of message.
Lord in heaven. Ladies, what are those two lunatics doing on a billboard in Times Square?
Are you all like dressed up as old ladies?
A surprise for you.
Correct, it is a surprise. How did you get them to do that? How much did you have to pay them?
That was easy. They were happy to oblige. I even done a few small kimono shoots with Ken before this.
But is this like really a time skip? But don't you have professional models to work with?
I don't care who my models are, I just want to have fun. I'll pick anyone off the street to throw into a photo shoot.
Don't tempt her, Val. It can happen to you.
It will happen to you if you let me.
As much as I'm flattered, it will not happen to me. My days of modeling stay in the 80s where they belong. You don't want to be my successor? Man, this really is a time skip. Man.
Yeah, Val. You could be the new face of Weekend Lover. I would pay you quite handsomely.
Not handsomely enough.
Oh, well. We tried.
I don't blame you. Nowadays you couldn't pay me to model a pinky ring.
I would though. And I would pay you handsomely.
I know you would. You paid me handsomely for 30-something years. No, it's nice that they really did.
continue working together.
I'm tired. I want to spend my days baking little pies and needle-felting little hamsters.
I'm tired too. I want to spend my days eating your little pies and petting your needle-felt hamsters. But alas, I am a fool. The world needs me to make gorgeous clothes.
Well, are you living back in New York? No, I am not.
Oh.
Your visit was so short notice, I thought you'd come back. Oh no, I've got on a plane because I was bored. Do they know you're here? Toulouse and Kenny. They're my hotel. My condolences. It's okay, I'm not here to see them. They can get off their lazy asses and visit me anytime they want. I'm here to see the two of you and the two of Lou.
The Lou's are in China right now.
Are they really?
They want to go pick tea in the mountains. They'll be back on Monday though, so you'll still be able to catch them.
Saturday. How is Lucy these days? I haven't heard from him in a while.
Oh, you know, same old, same old.
Does he still have that face tattoo?
Yes, he does. Tattoos are indeed permanent.
Ah, I would have thought at some point he would have lasered it off.
Well, he may have gotten it when he was young and stupid, but some people stay stupid their whole lives.
So mean to him.
I can't help myself. He's so easy to make fun of. Our connection is so strong that even across continents he still provokes me.
You're lucky he likes it, or I would have killed you.
After all we've been through...
I spoke to Lou to see when you were free, but I wasn't expecting him to be away. If I knew that, I wouldn't have made my visit so short.
If you want to stay longer, we can get you a room somewhere nice.
Hell, that's a good idea regardless. As much as I love them, it would be inhumane to expect you to stay with those two for more than a night.
More than a night? I wouldn't let him stay with them for more than 5 minutes. I bet all they do is yap, 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 yap all night long. How are you supposed to get any rest?
They do have an interesting sleep schedule. What sleep schedule? It doesn't matter what time you go to Claire. Ken's wide awake with a sack of flesh blood in one hand and a Thai iced tea in the other.
And Toulouse is in the back eating gummy worms.
And she never shares them with me. No, funny how through probably Lupin, Dash and Saturday got a lot closer with Kenny and Toulouse as well. That's the way it has been for almost 100 years now, and that is how it will stay for 100 more.
Don't they get bored?
Of course they get bored, but you know, boredom isn't the worst thing one can have. It certainly led them to some creative activities. Like the saw.
The saw?
Well, I'm sure you know about the saw. I do know about the saw, I've witnessed it myself. Of course you have. It doesn't even faze you, does it?
Is anyone gonna tell me what the saw is?
The saw is... well, you know the tattoos Kenny has on his arm?
Yes, I'm familiar. He does them himself, right?
Right. But sometimes he will get bored of them and he will want a clean slate. The most convenient way to do this is to get rid of the arm and let the new one grow back. So whenever he wants a new arm... Frenchie, get the saw. And they saw off his arm.
Oh, I'm definitely not surprised. I'm sure Toulouse jumps at any chance she has to inflict pain of him. They love each other so much.
Is that what love is to you?
Of course it is. Would you saw off Lupino's arm if he asked you to?
Why would he even ask me that?
I don't know, maybe he's into that. I don't have any personal experience with it, but I imagine it feels pretty good to regrow an entire limb. Like changing your underwear or getting a new toothbrush. But better?
Well, I suppose if you're in the habit of doing stuff like it, then you probably... I don't know. You probably stop caring about the pain.
Can you help me out a bit here? Am I right?
Sure. Sawing off limbs is an activity that I highly recommend for fun and bonding with your lover. Aha! As someone who does have personal experience, I can say with 100% certainty that your description is indeed what it feels like to get your arm sawed off and regenerated. Like changing your underwear or getting a new toothbrush or taking off wet gloves. Refreshing.
You see? I thought so.
You know, the last time I saw you, I thought, this guy's exactly the same as he was 40 years ago. Exactly the same.
And I'm feeling that again right now. I agree, he hasn't changed a bit.
Neither have you two. Still bickering back and forth about arbitrary hypotheticals for nothing but the thrill of the game.
And you're still just as entertained.
That I am. By the way, where is he living now, though, since he isn't living in New York anymore? And that I will be until the end of time.
I'm so sorry, I really have to take this.
Of course. Go, go, go.
She's been waiting for a call from an artisan who makes beads. Apparently, they're the only one left in the world who make a very specific type of beads, so she's really excited about collaborating with them. We're hoping that with all the publicity they will get from working with Weekend Lover, they'll be able to find a good hair. Isn't that cool?
Very cool.
She's gotten really close with them. Last year, for her birthday, they sent her this beautiful pair of beaded slippers. And for my birthday, they sent me this necklace.
I was going to mention it. It's very dainty.
Isn't it? But feels so delicate that sometimes I'm afraid I'm going to break it. I'd rather wear it than to keep it in a box, you know.
We forgot, you know.
Forgot what?
About your birthday.
About my birthday? But you sent me a gift, you didn't forget. And I certainly didn't forget my own birthday.
No, we were supposed to have dinner for your birthday this year. It was 40 years ago, so I'm not surprised we forgot, but...
Ah, yes, I remember now. I told you that we would have dinner in 40 years, so I could see you if you aged or not.
Ah, yeah, I remember. Oh, thank goodness. I was beginning to think I imagined it.
No, I remembered. I just didn't remember when I was supposed to.
Neither did I.
So then, I wanna assess you now. I'll be damned, you still look good.
You still look good.
Me? I look old.
Is old the opposite of good?
No.
I mean, I've always looked good. I'm just thinking about how you look the same. I haven't seen you in person since before I let my hair go, right? So, to you, it must be obvious how much I've aged. Your hair may have turned white, but it stays evergreen, it seems.
Well, you know, the more I look like a plant, the more attention I get from my husband.
Is that to say he's neglecting you?
Are you kidding me? That man is like a baby duck, following me everywhere.
Neglecting me? I wish he would sometimes. Do you really, though?
Never.
I thought so.
The press we get is funny. They all talk about how he's aged so much better than me. It's unfair.
You're right, it is unfair. He can't win at a game he isn't playing.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you ask me which one of you has aged better, I would say he hasn't aged at all, so he is disqualified from the contest.
True.
He didn't age, so he didn't play. That makes you the winner, and rightfully so. I really think it looks good on you. I don't get to have wrinkles, so I think they're quite sweet. Embrace it. It means you've lived a full life. To me, it's not about how much I look. It's that more wrinkles mean less time. So I'm not so much a fan. That I can understand. I think about that a lot. I don't blame you. I think about it a lot too. Dying? But you? Oh, were you talking about me dying? I think about everyone dying all the time. I'm sure Lou would say something similar if you asked him about it. He has said something similar, not asking required. Or rather, I can see it on his face. I'm sure. That man has not let me miss a single doctor's appointment in my life. He will cook me dinner and serve it to me with a teacup full of overpriced vitamins. He'll do anything to keep me healthy. As he should. You know, we're reaching an age where some of our friends are starting to pass. Every time we have to go to a funeral, he won't let go of my hand. He squeezes it so hard it feels like he's gonna break my bones. And even when we're not at a funeral, whenever I have a free hand, he's taking it. Sometimes it's a little inconvenient, but I don't stop him. I'm not going to be here forever. I'm sorry. You probably don't want to hear me talk about stuff like that. I thought you knew me better than that, dear. This is exactly the sort of thing I like to hear you talk about. Right.
I'm happy he's like that. It means when I go, I know I'll have him there to hold my hand. But I do have two hands, you know? And I don't like to think about him sitting there alone. He might be too proud to let you, but if you can make it, would you take the other one?
It would be my honor. Hello, my friend.
Hey, Val.
Your hair's gotten long.
Back to the beginning.
Yeah. I'll let anyone cut it but her.
Are you sleeping here tonight?
I don't know. Just let me be alone for a while.
All right. Please call me if you need me.
I will. Val? I'll get it cut, I promise. I promise I'll get it cut, okay? Promise.
Don't worry. I didn't doubt you would. Is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
All right then. Good night, my friend.
Good night, Val.
At least you have vampire friends who will not leave you. Though, yeah. It's a little... It's still painful though. Still painful. Though to say goodbye is to have lived life, yeah.
Is the lock on my heart? Won't you break me apart again today?
Though I do wonder what was up with that last part with Oberon. Did Oberon really try to kill Val and that's why Val moved away?
This wonderful life, the way
It's hard to say a little.
There's a light in my eyes I can't erase. I don't know where to start. Won't you take me apart again today?
This was a really nice game though. Going in, I expected something more comedic and something that doesn't take itself too seriously, but what I was met with was a much more
Take your time with me.
thoughtful queer story
And tell me
about being a vampire, what it means, and the connections between people. I really like the more complex issues and relationships shown here, like between Val and Donna. That was really quite something. Like, in a way, Donna was right, but also not entirely, since she had trouble seeing that Val could change. However, feelings were still valid, you know? And of course, then it's tragic how she decided to go. I suppose she probably left the way she did with Dashiell at her side. For one, because she liked Dashiell, and second, because she didn't want Dashiell to go the same path she did. Becoming a vampire and all that, because I can imagine that watching like an important mentor figure in front of you just blow up in flames like that would be traumatizing. You probably wouldn't want that to happen to yourself, right? So maybe that was what she was thinking when doing all that. I'm glad though that Lupin did decide to let himself get turned. I mean, otherwise, he and Dashiell wouldn't be so happy for such a long time now, right? Even if Lupin had to say goodbye in the end. It will be hard, but, well, how to live and when to go is still in his own hands, so to say. I think it was worth it though for him to get turned into a vampire. Definitely. It really seemed like he and Dashiell had a happy life together. And I was very glad to see that, though I am kinda curious what exactly Lupin looks like now. Val said he let his hair grow longer. And I do remember one of the prints I was sent looked like a vampire. And I think that could have been Lupin, maybe? I think so, at least. It kinda looked like him. But yeah, this was a very pleasant experience. Really liked the art style, this retro shoujo art style, combined with thought-provoking story beats, lots and lots of sympathetic characters, and how they are connected to each other. It's nice. Makes me wish I would go out some more than I do. Introvert issues. But yeah, thank you for watching me play this game. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'll see you then next time. Bye bye.